Hi everyone, it's the 10th of February. Yet last Friday, we had some news-induced action again. Well, the first one came from Trump, and he spoke about the tariffs, maybe new tariffs. This was when he spoke the previous week, and that was the result, and we recovered fast. This is the second time he spoke about them. So the how I see this is that the effectiveness of tariff, um, um, basically speaking about tariffs, or the T word, is losing its influence, and this market is not really phased by it anymore, I think. And as you can see, that we had this support that held here. Look, I'm going to put it back on. Right, this was the resistance support, then it's broken. And we get there, but I think we're going to break it and get to the golden top band. And finally, again, I'm repeating it. This is our bull flag. This was the first bull flag. And this here is the blue uptrend that is still very much intact. So the green support was tested three times. The last test was at the end of the tariff news sell-off. It recovered very fast off the green plus golden. We recovered all the way to the previous highs, almost retraced all of it. And then came some numbers and NFP numbers and Trump's uh, tariff comments. And I think we are inside this red uptrend. I mean, the bottom band didn't really get tested properly, but it came. Last night, it opened with a gap down and it recovered as fast as it came down. You can see here. So it basically opened here and then recovered. You can see here, massive, massive recovery after the gap down. The next target is the golden top band, and ultimately we break it and get to 6,200 to test that purple top band. SPX cash is exactly the same. Don't have to repeat it. The golden, the green, our target is the golden top band and probably break it to get to the purple. Dow Jones was a little bit more trickier. You can see here it was actually, it was inside the red uptrend, and I said a few times that the red bottom band is not going to break. But of course, in the face of news, things are not really very easy for a technical trader like myself. So it basically broke down that red uptrend. And it was also at some point, I thought maybe this here is going to hold. Yeah, this double support red, but it didn't. It came down. I mean, it basically, as you can see, again, gapped down big time, but then recovered very fast. And I think ultimately we're going to get to this golden resistance. We can remove the red channel because that is broken. I'm just thinking that golden resistance is the target again. And ultimately that blue top band will be broken too. And then Dow Jones cash is the same. The red channel is broken down. The golden bottom band initially held with the red. We bounced, but then, as you can see, it was broken down, but then recovered very fast. So news is hard to really trade. News related action, that kind of volatility is never my favorite. I keep saying it's not really, yeah, my a lot of people love volatility. I don't actually because the lines usually get broken with news, but then recover, the markets recover and do whatever they were supposed to do. And I think on the Dow Jones cash is still the scenario of getting to the blue and green and smashing them to the upside is still on the books, and I think it will still happen. Nasdaq inside the blue bull flag, it basically broke down with the news and Trump. It broke down the purple support after reversing at the red resistance. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. It reversed. Now I think we're going to recover this lost ground here on Friday. We're going to get to 22,000 plus ultimately. Obviously, this green support is very much intact, and we'll get to the blue top and break it. And that would actually open the way for 23,500. Nasdaq cash, the reversal was much more clearer because the blue resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is exactly the fourth touch, and the red resistance, then it cleared or broke down that purple support. We can remove that from the picture. That support was broken with shear force due to news. It didn't get to the red bottom band. Maybe it still will, but I think if we get to the blue top band once again, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, it may break out, and then we will get to new all-time highs. Okay. Of course, this green support has been instrumental since 2 weeks ago. This is the second news, first news, second news, third news. Again, massive spike down, and this is much smaller. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right? Gap down here, sold off. Gap down here, sold off, recovered, then gap down, and then recovered much faster. So this market, I believe, wants to keep going up, and that blue top band is going to be broken. Russell also came down. Of course, it wasn't immune to the news. That green resistance rail, so I'm going to put it right there. Okay. So it was tested so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, quite a few touches. The green bottom band, as you can see, this was the news action, which broke down that purple support, but it bounced off the red. So I'm thinking it still is going to get to the green top band, get to the red, and then we break out. And then it's going to target at least 2400, and then furthermore 2550. And I'm going to remind you this green major resistance, 3 touches on the top, 3 touches on the bottom. If you break 2450, then the upside is humongous. FTSE had already broken out that black resistance rail from the highs of 2007. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, quite a few touches on that resistance rail. Obviously, very hard to be precise on these long-term lines, but to me, this looks like it really wants to keep going all the way to 10K plus. This was a triple support at 8,050, red, blue, and green. And then we broke that purple resistance, and it kept on rallying. DAX is, you can see here, it is pushing against that golden resistance. It already tested 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last week's action slightly bearish, that it reversed a little bit, but now it's climbing again. And I think it will break that golden resistance and above 22,100, which is going to target 23,500. This here is the French index. It had already cleared this green resistance after breaking the blue and purple. It is inside the black uptrend. It just cleared this green resistance, and our target is 8,300. TLT, I'm just going to be a little bit more careful here because the red downtrend, I've been saying this, red downtrend is not broken yet, and it may be forming this blue bear flag. So a little bit tongue-in-the-cheek moment for bonds. I've been saying, yes, I think we are going to break out. But as I said, also, I'm a little bit worried that we're gonna see it coming down once again, as long as this red downtrend is intact. This is the 10-year Treasury note. It had already broken out of the blue wedge, but then the red top band couldn't be broken. You can see last night it opened with a gap up, then sold off pretty hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's sold off. Now it's back testing the wedge. So my thinking is that if it gets to the red top band and smash it, then yes, I think my bullish scenario is going to be playing out, right? That would be the break of that red ascending resistance, which would be very, very bullish, okay? I'm going to put this in golden color. We already have that, okay? That golden top band's break. Let's have a look at oil. Now, oil, the US oil, is inside this golden downtrend, and it had failed the golden resistance break, as I have mentioned quite a few times. That major resistance was broken, but the backtest didn't really hold as support. and the blue resistance was broken. It came down. Is it going to test the blue at just under, like around 69.50 and then rally, or is it going to break out and keep going? Yeah, so we will see. It actually is a big question mark to me. Brent oil has already, I mean, it already making moves to break out of the red downtrend, right? It is kind of clearing that red resistance. Yeah. At the moment, as I'm recording this video, this is a breakout. But I'm going to put one more, again, tongue in the cheek. If the bottom band is a little bit different than this, I mean, if the bottom band is this, then we have one more downside. So I'm going to put it a little bit more perfect, like the red bottom band is here. So if the red top band is this one, the red bottom band and that, two touches on both sides, then it could really reverse again, get to 72.50 before it rallies. So I'm going to be a little bit careful here. It may still be a bearish scenario right here. So, and of course, the backtest of this navy resistance may turn into a support. I'm going to put it in what, purple. A little bit distinction between the other blue. So that purple broken resistance may become a support at around $72. So we may be seeing a reversal right here. Okay, gold is on steroids, obviously. Since the break of the red resistance and back tested, the green channel had formed. The green top band held at the high of last week, came down, and then it recovered without coming down to the green bottom band. It is now trying to break that green top band, and I think it will prevail. This here is a rising channel, is an ascending channel. It's an uptrend, let's put it that way. From the lows of December, it broke the red and back tested it. Now the green ascending resistance is being broken to the upside. Very, very bullish. Gold continuous futures had already, as I said many times, the red top band was broken, the damage was done, it came back in, and I said a few times, the damage is done on that red top band. So I'm thinking it is going to break out properly, which is happening right now. The blue top band is at, well, $3,000, and that is not surprising at all. This year is silver's breakout, the black, the red, and I have mentioned a few times, this island of breakout is still holding. So I'm thinking we will see it taking out the last week's high on the spot chart is going to be 32.60, 32.70, and then it will keep on rolling. And silver, that purple top band, two touches on the top, sorry, on the bottom, one, two, three touches on the top. If it can break that purple top band, which is $33.15, then I think it is going to clear the blue resistance, and we're going to see a massive rally starting all the way to 35, 37, and possibly all the way to 50, 60, $70. So that looks very good. Platinum, green channel was broken. We got a back test, of course, with news. The blue resistance was broken. I'm going to remove that. That is very sloppy. This blue resistance was broken and back tested. We can remove that as well. What we have here is the purple internal support that held. The green channel is broken, and I think there's going to be more upside, especially getting to the red top band and breaking it, hopefully. Platinum continuous futures is now very close to the red major resistance for the fourth test. Yeah, one, two, three touches, one, two touches here. If it can break the red top band, then the green, one, two, is going to be the next one. And of course, if it breaks out as well, then $1,060 would be awesome. This here is natural gas. It gapped up. Okay, it cleared the red top band, which is not very precise, is it? So I'm going to remove that, actually. It's not very precise on the top band. I think our Yeah, our formation here is this purple wedge. One, two, three. This is where it gapped up last night. It touched the purple resistance. One, two, three. This is a slightly ascending resistance. What needs to happen for the bulls to take control is breaking that purple resistance at 34.55. Okay, but if it wants to gap fill and break that purple support, then it's going to be really bearish all of a sudden again. And I think that blue bottom band may be broken 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. If it breaks the purple, then it comes down to the blue and then break that as well, which would confirm my worry about the bearish scenario. Not worry, but my projection, because the blue and golden, this here is a major gigantic bear flag in the making. So if it breaks the blue, then breaks the green, then the golden bottom band doesn't stand a chance. I think it is going to break as well. Yeah. This here is the March contract. Similar picture. Red bottom band held. Green bull flag was broken and back tested. It's this purple wedge now that needs to be, yeah, it needs to be decided. It needs to be broken to either side. Buy this, sell that. That is a nice, I would say, a really nice setup to either side. This here is copper. It is already pushing against this golden resistance right there. I'm going to put it on the 4 hourly, right? The golden top band was tested at the high of last week. Now it is breaking out. This here is a rising resistance, an ascending. Remember that red resistance I've been telling? I think you should remember it because that was a perfect resistance breakout and backtest at 442. This golden resistance was cleared at 450, 452. Now it's 462 and it is breaking that golden top band. I believe it is going to break and we're going to get to 500 plus. And I'm going to remind you the long-term outlook. Yeah. If it gets to the purple top band, which is at 510, and if we break it, copper would have broken out of this giant sideways channel. And that will target 800. Okay. So this here is the high of 2011, two touches on the bottom band, 2016 low, 2020 low. We got to the purple top band 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that. And if we break that around 510, there is nothing to stop copper to basically get to 800 or something. And I would, of course, look into when it breaks out, we will have to remind ourselves about this resistance as well. But that would be the target. That's the minimum target it would get to, that navy resistance with 3 touches. Anyway, yeah, this is the March contract, and you can see the red top band at what 460. This has been my initial target. After breaking the purple bull flag and backtest, it got to 460. That red top band held initially, right, together with the green. This is the golden one actually that I just showed on the continuous. So I'm going to put this in golden color as well. Yeah, and now, of course, on the March contract, I think it is going to get to, if we put it in green, yeah, it's a different color. 1, 2, this here is the minimum target at 4, just under 480. Copper has been phenomenal lately. Palladium, of course, is disappointing, even though it had broken out of the blue downtrend, faked it, came down, tested it so many times more, 3, 4 times more, broken, back tested, rallied, got to the golden internal resistance, broke it, back tested, but then, of course, not of course, but this here is become a resistance again. So palladium is not really my favorite thing. I have a very tiny position on palladium. Now the green resistance, right, is holding. So if we break out of this small red bull flag, I think there is a chance for this correction to end, and then palladium may get to 1,100 plus, and then possibly 1,175. On euro, The red top band couldn't be broken just yet. The blue one was broken, and the golden, I think we should remove it. It's been breached too many times, but I think the red top band needs to be broken. That hasn't happened yet. And pound sterling came to the red bottom band, but it really is not holding. So that is disappointing, clearly. Is it going to rally? It has already broken out of the golden downtrend. This is tariff news, of course. We recovered fairly fast. Is it going to rally? Is it going to get through this? I think if it rallies beyond 126, it is going to start a really big run. US dollar, Japanese yen. Right. Remember that red supports break and backtest, and then the golden top band held as resistance. Then we broke the purple, came down, it broke the golden. Then I have noticed this blue bottom band right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on that. The blue bottom band first, second. So that's the second touch. It is kind of breaking back into the golden downtrend that was broken down. I think there is so much more downside, especially if this blue support can be broken. That is 2 perfect touches on the bottom band, 5 touches on the top. This is a kind of a spin-off channel, right? And of course, if it breaks down, then the green bottom band is going to be the target, which is going to be sub 140. DXY is still looking bearish to me because of the wedge, broken wedge. That golden resistance obviously is not very precise, but it's still held. If it drops below 106, it will start to come down. Aussie still looking like it wants to rally to at least to the blue broken support at 6,400. That was the support test, black and golden. It's 64. And Kiwi has to break that purple top, and has to get there first. So I'm going to remind you this major blue support, low of 2020, low of 2022, low of 2024, 25. That blue support held, purple support, and the green broken channels top band. This was the triple support. Now I'm thinking at least where it should get to is 58, 58.50. I'm still holding the long, and US dollar CAD is reversing. You can see the green resistance held perfectly. Not so perfect. Of course, there was some news, but I think it is going to come down to touch that golden broken resistance at least, which is 139-ish. Okay. Let's have a look at coffee. Obviously, massive rally. Red top band, so green, broken back tested, blue sideways action, broken. We had a kind of a, I removed it from the picture, but there we had a bull flag here. We had the resistance break there, short-term stuff. But the long-term, that red top band was cleared. The purple top band is cleared. And this here is still targeting 550 plus for the long term. Wheat couldn't break out that out of that red downtrend. Right, one, 2, 3, 4 touches on that. The blue top band was broken and it got back tested right here. That golden sideways channel is broken. So there is still a probability, a probability, as long as this golden support holds, we may still see the break of that red resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that. And if it can break, so you can see the bottom band has 2 touches, it is a perfect downtrend. And if it can be broken, it would be, if it can break that 592, it is going to really, basically, this is going to be a major breakout. And on the March contract, okay, the green one was broken, okay, and the purple top band was broken and back tested. It's this blue channel that is still on. And that black resistance, obviously, 1, 2, 3 touches, that needs to be cleared for the March contract at least to get to that red top band, which is at 620. I'm holding the half long. Soybeans is looking bearish because the golden top band couldn't be broken at 1080. That's exactly was my target. That exactly was my target. That green support is holding. Maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to be very precise because that was a little bit of a, yeah, I'm not sure about this one, that green support. But I think that golden top band is our line in the sand. Obviously, we may still see a really big downwards move from here because that really held. Anything above 1081, 82 would look very bullish, and that is March contract. And the March contract is also slightly bearish because if it loads, yeah, that purple support is kind of breaking down. And I think, yeah, that red internals, I think the purple support break is now looking slightly bearish. Uh, corn didn't get to that green top band. One, two, if it can get to the green top band, it may reverse and really come down, especially if it can break the blue bottom band. This is a giant uptrend, which is a potential bear flag. Two touches on both sides. So is it going to break the green or is it going to come down and break the blue? That remains to be seen. We are price action dictated by the price action, really. We are price action dependent, right? So on the March contract on corn, red top band, red bottom band, the golden channel, one, two, three, four touches, a few touches on the top. So if it breaks this golden bottom band, anything below 482, 480, I think is going to bring it down to the red bottom band at least. And cocoa also made a move to the downside. Green resistance, purple support. That purple one was broken. It got to the green bottom band right there and slightly bounced, but I think this green bottom band is going to break and we get to the red bottom band. Either way, the touch on that golden, so I've been saying it since this reversal started. I said many times that cocoa reached a new all-time high on the continuous chart, and I'm not suggesting we're going to keep on rallying because, yeah, there is always a major sideways move after such a massive rally from 2000 all the way to 14,000. So I'm going to remind you my breakout level, which was 2,300, 2,600. That red giant bull flag was broken back in 2023, remember? And then we rallied all the way to 13,000. So from 2,600, that was the breakout, right? The initial, my initial long signal was somewhere here. That resistance break, not at 3,000, 2,600 was my initial breakout, that one. Remember that? And we broke out of the red. Then we got to, well, all the way to 12,500. Now, the March contract is the same on cocoa. You can see the purple support was broken last week. Green resistance, as I said, this is a triangle which could break to the other side, and that was down. The green bottom band held. This is a kind of a spin-off channel, but I think if we break the green, then it's going to come down to the blue bottom band to at least try to form a bull flag. Sugar is bouncing off the green plus blue double support right there. And I think we're going to get to the green, sorry, blue top band and break it. And I'm going to put it, that support as well, that red plus blue. And on the March contract, it's this golden plus green. So it's the same, basically, just different colors. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the March contract. This was the massive support at 17.50, and it got all the way to the $20. Now it's going to get to the green top band, I believe, and we break that green to get to 22.50. Last one is cotton. Not much to say, actually. There is nothing to say on that one. Bitcoin, golden uptrend was broken down, but it's trying to. So you can see here the red broken resistance got back tested. This was tariff news. If it can go beyond the red top band, right? Anything above 104,000, yeah, that would be very, very bullish. But it has to really get there. reclaim this golden broken channel and break out of the red bull flag. And Ethereum is, as I said many times, it's trying to defend this blue uptrend. It had broken down. Is it going to get to the green top band and break it? That's the big question. Binance Coin, similarly, it still has to really rally and get to 700 something. So I'm going to put it right there. Okay, maybe this one. It would look very positive. It would look at least short-term positive if it can break this purple top band. Okay, two touches, two touches. So this is a spike down. If it can break the purple top band, it would look slightly positive. But of course, this massive uptrend was broken down recently. So it really has to, I mean, bulls have to work really hard. Dogecoin, golden, purple. If it rallies to the purple top band and break it, yep, that still is looking okay. I mean, not okay, but it's still looking a little bit encouraging. Zcash had trying to bounce off the blue. It had broken the purple. We need to get to the green and smash it. That's the only way. Solana, I think, is looking much better now because it had bounced off the blue, purple, and black. That's a triple support rally. It came down. Now it's breaking. It's trying to break out of this black perfect bull flag. And I think it will prevail. It is right now trying to break it. Anything above 210 is a buy signal, guys. And Aave, again, it's still trying to, yeah, it bounced off the blue plus green. It's trying to stay inside the purple bull flag. This has the failure. This was the fakie. Came down to the purple, obviously some spike down, but I think it will get to the purple top band. And I hope, not I will, not I think, I hope it is going to get to the purple top band and break it. I have holdings on Aave. ADA, black bull flag, right? Two touches on the top, two touches on the bottom. This is the spike down. But I think if it wants to rally, it has to get to the black top band and break it. FET, again, not so much. It's off the blue. It's trying to break golden. It may get to the blue. And yeah, FET is one of the biggest disappointments for me. Audio, off the golden and blue. So it has to get to the golden and break it. AVAX, green, bull flag is forming. If it can break out of the green, then it becomes a buy signal. Jasmine, many times I've said this blue channel, 1, 2, 3 touches on the top, 2 touches on the bottom. It needs to get to the blue top band and break it. That will be the only way for the rally to continue. And Gala, red bull flag, and Chili's off the blue support. It has to reclaim that golden support, broken support, and it needs to start a rally. Do we have we may have also a downtrend from the previous highs. I think we do. Yeah, that one is also purple. I'm going to put this in, what? Do we have red? No, we don't. So the red bottom band, you can see together with the blue support. So I'm going to remove the purple, okay? Sorry, golden. This is what matters. The blue one together with the red. It needs to break out of the red and get to the green. But breaking out of the red downtrend would already be very, very positive. CKB off the green, but it hasn't really made a move to break back into the wedge. And Dash off the black bottom band together with the blue. It needs to get to the black top band and break it. That green downtrend needs to be broken out. Data, green, so it needs to really get to the green top band and break it. That would be the only way. IOTA is up a little bit. It's trying to break that green resistance once again. And I'm going to put this in, what are we missing as a color? Golden, blue, purple, green. Yeah, we have all the colors. So I'm going to keep this blue one. Polkadot still has hope because it may still get through this blue downtrend. TIA our theta is off the purple support, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's inside the golden, so it may get to the purple and golden and still rally. There is still hope for this one. GRT, red downtrend, ACH came down pretty hard, right? After breaking out of the wedge, it may even come down all the way to here and then start to rally. ACH. COTI is up 8 or 9%. This is not too bad. And it is probably going to try to reclaim that golden broken support and break out of the blue downtrend. That's a bull flag, hopefully. EOS has to go through the blue and green. I'll go again, golden bull flag. Hedera failed to really reclaim so far, right? Reclaim that blue sideways channel. Ripple is still inside the black sideways to up channel, but if it breaks down, of course, we may see a backtest on the red giant bull flag. Okay, and let's have a look at Monero. That black resistance needs to be broken. I think Monero is going to run big. CAS off the green and golden, right? Double support, so it may get to the golden top band and eventually break out. FTM has to break out of the blue downtrend. This is a small bull flag. Obviously, FTM, this phantom, is off the red and blue double support, so it looks very good actually. The chain link, purple bull flag and the blue support, so that purple top band's break would open the way for the green top band at 34. Litecoin is up 8%, 9%. It's the purple bull flag. That perfect bull flag has formed. So if it breaks the purple top band, you want to buy Litecoin. And the Litecoin's target would be 480, which is that golden giant resistance right there. Okay, that would be 480 or 500, somewhere there. Mana, off the green and red, it needs to get to the purple top band and break that red resistance. And MDT trying to recover. I mean, it has basically reclaimed the red failed bull flag. Now it's going to get to the maybe that golden resistance, get to the red and break it. But yeah, it has a long way to go. But this green bottom band is giving me hope. NIA is inside the blue plus purple, right? This here and that one. So there is still hope for NIA, but it needs to get, this is the last chance for NIA to rally. OM, of course, is the champion from 2 cents to 600 cents. Like, it was the biggest miss of my entire career, I think. If you don't count Bitcoin, which I heard in 2010, I didn't do nothing. And you can see the green top band is OM's target, which is 120, depending on how fast it gets there. PAL has to bounce off the green and then rally. That would be the only way for the rally to keep going. Pepe, yeah, this black and blue, and it needs to get to the black top band and break it. That would be the only way. RSR, not much to say. Sandbox, purple bull flag needs to be broken. Songbird, not much to say. Shiba has to run and break out of the purple bull flag. And SKL, again, black support together with the red. It still has a possibility to break that golden major resistance. TIA, the sucker TIA, Carpathia, and it really has to get to the purple and break this blue and green. There is no such action just yet. Tone coin has to reclaim the black failed bull flag and get through that green. And True Coin off the green and purple, so there is still hope, a little bit hope, because it needs to get, then maybe if it gets to the green top band and break it, yeah, there is still a little bit of hope. Uni is off the green plus purple double support. I'm disregarding the spikes because they are news induced action, okay? Tau is inside, so you can see the blue support was broken, but this red bull flag may still be broken to the upside, and Aero coin has to break out of this blue bull flag. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. Bye.